Hello techies. Welcome to our brand new video series focused on helping you get the most of your experiences in life. Before we start the video, let's know about Upptalk. Upptalk is a live, interactive platform for software training, furnishing robust personalities who could take on universal business platforms.
Who all are able to create that web service. So again, expense data entry, specialist expense integration system implementers, and, of course, the integration administrators. So you see, here mostly it is talking about integration. But whenever you see web service, it is an integration kind of a function. Right. Similarly, submit expense report for applicant. So if you notice carefully, the create expense report for applicant's equivalent web service is submit expense report for applicant. And the create expense report is equivalent to submit expense report web service. Right. Whatever tasks you do manually using create expense report can be done using submit expense report web service. And if it's create expense report for pre-hire, the same thing can be done using submit expense report for applicant web service. Right. So when you do integrations, you will look for these type of web services, like submit expense report for applicant, etc. Now let me ask you this one final question from this page. Who can do this? Who can create an expense report on behalf of other workers? For anybody, for that matter. Who can create an expense report on behalf of anybody or any other worker? The option that I mentioned under security groups, who can delegate this action to others. Where you see it. You see this in this. No. If you can? I mean, my question is, who can create it on behalf of any other workers or for any other workers? Look at the screen carefully, and you will see. Or if you are not able to find it, let me highlight it. Is it the expense? Data entry specialist. And the implementers, absolutely. It's right here at the bottom right corner. Right. It's at the bottom right corner of your screen. So where you have this like. So these two sets of people expense data entry specialists. They can do it for any worker. They can create it on behalf of any worker and also implementers. These two security groups have the authority to create an expense report for workers. Okay. Nobody else. You see, the manager can do it only for an applicant. Right. The employee can do it for themselves. But an expense data entry specialist or an implementer can do it for other people as well. Okay, so this is controlled by the business process security policy in this section, which talks about who can start the business process. Then we do go to another section, which talks about who can do what. So now can you tell me who can review a business process report? Sorry, who can review an expense report? Who can review an expense report? Correct. Expense partner, HR partner management chain manager, manager's manager, project manager, recruiter. So all of these people have the authority to be able to review an expense report. Now my question is, when you create an expense report, who will actually get the task to approve? Is it all of them? Is it one of the security groups? How does it work? Who will actually get the task to approve? Is it the manager? Is it the manager's manager? Who is it going to approve? Reporting manager, right? You say the reporting manager. Why not the H? Our partner? Why not the project manager? Why not the recruiter? So where do we define that? Let me ask you in this way. Where do we define who gets to approve the expense report request? How do we define that? Which section of Workday talks about the sequence of steps that needs to happen to achieve a business process? The business process, right? It needs to be defined in the business process. Now, if you go to the business process definition, I want you to think and correlate with what you did as part of your compensation assignment. What did you do in a business process definition? You edited it, right? You added a step. You said propose compensation higher, and you selected compensation partner. Correct? That's what you did. If you go to the business process definition, so it will say that, yes, compensation partner should do this task. Right. And then you assign the role of compensation partner to somebody Logan McNeil in your supervisory organization. That's what you did. Now, what does this do then? The business process security policy, and we have a bunch of security groups for a particular task. Then what does this do? This is the list of allowed security groups who are authorized to do the task. So that means you can include either of these security groups as part of your business process definition. Did you understand that? Let's say you now create your business process definition. You add a step which says review expense report. Okay, you add a step called review expense report. You have to choose from either of these ones. You can choose between an expense partner or HR partner or manager, manager's manager, and so on. You have to choose either of the ones mentioned here, and you have to include only one in your review step. You can choose only from this list. Can you choose compensation partner as part of the review expense report task in a business process? As per this diagram, the answer is no, you cannot. You cannot do that because compensation partner is not in this list. Right, compensation partner is not in this list. So in my business process definition, I will not be able to select compensation partner for the review expense report task. Understood. Questions? Doubts? So we can select only one. Only one. Yes. Yes. In the review task, In the business process definition, we will be able to select only one security group. Now from what list? There can be many security groups in the tenant. Which one can we choose? Only the ones mentioned here. Right. Now let me ask you a more tricky question. What if I want the compensation partner to review my expense report? I want the compensation partner to do that. Then what should I do? You have to add to this. Okay. All right.
Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us at sales@upptalk.com.